Welcome to a very nice challenge lock that I got from MrLupoo. It's a DOM 5-pin Euro cylinder, just a half one. And yeah, there's no key for this lock, so I cannot show you bidding. And I've picked it already a couple of times. It's not an easy pick, I have to say, but picking it to the right turned out much easier than picking it to the left, because picking it to the right allows me to use my pick to control the movement on the plug together with a tension wrench. So when I apply tension to the right, I can pick the spool, for example, while applying counter rotation here. So that's good, so I can balance the turning of the plug, and that's really helpful because there is not a lot of feedback when picking the spools, and also setting the spools is quite hard. So let's start. It's locked up. I just brush over the pins and the plug turns a little bit. Maybe I zoom in. So, and then the rough picking starts. Just testing every pin for feedback. Okay, that was a little spool that I could set. Force set has increased. There is feedback again. Ha! Nice, got it. And was another good click. It feels like we're almost there. This technique has a disadvantage that you sometimes mistakenly think that there is counter rotation, although you just turn back the plug with your pick. But I think this is true counter rotation. But the pin will not slip into place. So we're kind of an intermediate state here, not sure. We've recovered. But that is something. Yes, that was something. That was something to pick, and I got it, and we are open. So very nice. I have to be careful with gutting this lock because I don't have a key, so I turn it 180 degree. And where is my pinning shoe? Got my pinning shoe in. So here we go. We have 5 chambers, and we can see a little bit of wear. So let's dump the key pins out. Standard key pin, standard key pin, standard key pin. Oh, very short, so we've got a drastic bidding, a very long one, and probably a shorter one in the back. Yeah, that's the bidding we are looking at. Appropriate for a challenge lock, I would say. Do we have any modifications here? No. Doesn't look like. All right. Then I can remove. Oops! I can remove the pinning shoe. And now I'm very curious to see the pins. So the key pins are all standard, and the drivers, we have this serrated, and we have the tapered spool, which is very hard to set actually, and we have a very long and deep spool, tapered in 4, and another one of these tapered spools. I really have to say that this lock gave a good fight. Yeah, here we have the springs. This one has some metal balls, 2 metal balls inside this here as well. I think this serves as a anti-bump measure. So when you bump a lock, you accelerate the key pins, and when they return from being counter-accelerated by the springs, they leave for a short moment a gap between the key pins and the driver pins, and then that's the time for you to turn the plug and to open the lock. But if the way the spring expands after compressing is different, for example, if you put in some metal balls that would jump around, then you destroy the timing, and all the drivers will not separate at the same time, and so there will always one or two pins that do not clear the shear line. And so I think this is the way this anti-bump measure works. All right, yeah, that was a fun pick. MrLupoo, thank you very much for sending this log to me. And yeah, everybody else, thank you very much for watching. Happy picking, and bye-bye.